Om Ashato Ma Sadgamaya Tamasho Ma Jyotirgamaya Mrityurma Amritangamaya Aviravir Maidhi Rudro Jate Dakshinamukam Te Namang Pahi Nityam Te Namang Pahi Nityam Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. O Lord, lead us from the unreal to the real. Lead us from darkness to light. Lead us from death to immortality. And evermore shine in our hearts with your resplendent face. From peace, peace, peace be unto us all. So we are reading, recapitulating Shanti Gita. We are in verse number 6, chapter 14 verse. Last time we read, but we read just to go back a little bit. Verse number 12 we read that Bhagavan said that Chaitanyam Vishwarupeno bhasate maya tatha kinchit bhavati na satyam shakna karmayva nidraya. Meaning, what you see this world of appearance, Vishwarupa, as we see the world with manifold objects, it is Chaitanya, only consciousness. Consciousness alone is revealing in the form of the universe. How? By Maya. What is the example? Like when you sleep, you dream. Like the dream comes out of sleep condition. Similarly, this is coming out of Maya. So Maya bhasate, like as in your dream you create all these worlds, whatever you see, but no sattam. That is not true. We know. Now we know it is not true. Whatever you have seen, experienced, that time it was true, at the time of experience. But now, at this particular point now, you know it is all dream. It has no reality. It was fabricated by your mind. Mind imagined certain thing and they saw it. And that gives the validity of your experience. But know for certain that nothing is true there. Similarly, now you are seeing this world to be true, but this world is like the same, the Maya. It is actually not that it is non-existing, not that it is void, but it is Chaitanya. It is divine consciousness everywhere. You are only seeing it differently. Chaitanyam bhasate. Javat nidra, as long as you are dreaming, sleeping, tavat, you see the dream. Jagaridam tata, like that. Similarly, this also, a daydream. That is night dream, that is daydream. It is not your dream. You are the boss in your dream in the night time, and you create so many people there. Your mind creates. You are the master, you are the creator there. But here, not your mind, but cosmic mind, God's mind have created this. And you are a part, I am a part of that dream. So it appears dream. But it is also, it will break when you awake and woke up. As you woke up from your dream, the dream vanishes, night dream. So when you woke up in consciousness, in your divine self, then this dream will vanish. Then there is no two, only one will be understood. So the dream exists Javad nidra ritang tavat. And the dream becomes real as long as you are sleeping. Tata ajnana ridam jagat. Therefore, similarly, tata ajnana, out of ignorance, this jagat, idam jagat, this visible universe you see. No maya kurute kinchit, no maya be. Neither does maya do anything, nor the possessor of maya is doing the least. That means this is all unreal. Seeing something which is here. What you will say? You see so many things, but everything seeing does not mean that it is true. Always this argument is very important. Whatever we see, we may say that I have seen in my eyes, but what I see, I don't see rightly. Always our vision and perception is Indrajala Samam, like the magician shows the magic. Magic, magic is not true, but magician is true. So Brahman is true, not the magic. This name, form, diverse creation, you, me, everything is just like night dream. And Agyani Janubudhartham, to make us understand who are in ignorance, by Yudhishthira, external and from the external standpoint, Shruti says all this creation God has created, all these things are being said like a child to satisfy the child's uh, understanding about something. Mother creates such fantasy, teaches the child, no? The that prakaran provokshami. Yeah? So say that is the way. It seems apparent that the Upanishads have mentioned about creation. In the Upanishad, it says that Eko aham bahushyama. Upanishad says, I was alone, I will be many. So all these things, why? If there is nothing, then why Upanishad, which is the essence of all spiritual wisdom, the sages, those who are established in truth, why they talk about this creation? Akashat, Vayu, Agni, Apo. In the Upanishad says, from the space came this and that, then from that came the water to this. And why the Upanishad they have told all these things? That because to Ajnano Janubodhartam. We are ignorant people. To make us give some idea to understand this high philosophy, they give some example like that. Like example, Balanam Pritaye Jadvat, Dhatri Jalpati Kalpitam. Like the mother prattles with the different stories with the child to pacify the child, which has no meaning. Maybe some fantasy they create, and they tell something, tales and stories of the children. And children, ha, 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 ha. So they accept. So we also like that. This Upanishad talks to, like we ignorant children like us, to Upanishad is like our mother. Upanishad teaches so many things, just but no creation is there. Creation is not there, it is your mental imagination. Not your mental imagination, it is God's mental imagination. Who is God? That also there is no God. There is no creator. Then why are you talking about creation? Our problem starts there. Oh, it is like it's children. We are children, we don't understand. So the Upanishadic rishis like grandfather, grandma, creating some fantastic fantasy and teaching, oh, you know, this is the creation. And then creation is not there. A standard example is there. The children get the fear of a ghost. huh? So, and every where there is darkness, mom has one day told him, "Don't go that direction. There is a ghost." And he actually or she believed that there is a ghost. So whenever goes, it become a big issue. Then how to remove his ghost idea? Our scriptures suggest in old stories are there. The mother one day created really one ghost. What is the ghost? Ghost has no definite form. He may be 5 hands, 6 hands, 3 eyes, uh, 5 ears. Like that, he has created something fantastic. And the child, mother kept it in that corner where the baby finds that fear every time. Then, and he said, "Oh, there is no ghost. No, you told me ghost. I see that. Oh, there is a ghost." And he cried out, and I he's just jumping out from that direction. Then I'm saying, "Is it ghost? Come with me. Let me see." And then you see, I just put flame to the ghost and see the ghost will die in front of you, burnt, and the ghost burnt. So ghost was created, it is not there, and ghost is burnt. Ghost is created means the child to create the really there is a ghost. Oh, so ghost is there, and then you burn it. Actually, it is non-existing. To clear out the ignorance of the child mind that there is a ghost, there is no such ghost. Ghost maybe you can create 600 ghost. Someone can create 300 ghost with the 5 legs, maybe 3 legs. So ghost is the imagination. You can create any way you like to make a terrible uh, image. So this world is also sometimes sweet, sometimes terrible, but it is created only for ignorant people to understand, to give an idea it is there, and with the knowledge, they burn it, bas, you'll find that there is nothing but only that Satchidananda.
So, is the idea that to get rid of the ghost, they actually burn a thing, or is it just a mental idea that?
No, because the child has a concrete, this is a concrete. Child has a grew, a fear, there is really one ghost. You have never seen. Yes, it's seen. So it's a concrete created. So this is concrete. And this concrete will all dissolve. When knowledge will come, with the light of the knowledge, all these forms and names will be dissolved into one unit ocean of consciousness. So that is the thing. So really, really, it is not that ghost is just a structure, but that is not moving. It does not move. It does not really come to attack anyone. It is a created, mentally created some inert object. So the world is inert. It is an object created by mind, cosmic mind. So when knowledge comes, it goes away. This gross aspect, its subtle aspect, everything goes away. What remains? That remains. That's why nothing remains. No thing remains. These are all things. All name and form. These are things. No things. Nothing. What remains? Who will say what remains? If there is one, only one, who will say what remains? Now, we read from verse number, this 14 verse to do it. So, Ajnana Janabodhartam, for making the ignorant people understand, in the Bajya Drishtya, from the external way, objective way, Shruti, the Upanishads, have said that creation is there. Why? Balanang Pitaye, as Bala means the children, Priti means the satisfaction, to drive away the fear of the children. Balanang Prityartham, for the pleasure of the balas, Jagat Jadvad Dhatri Jalpati Kalpitam, as the mother or foster mother, whoever takes care of the baby, creates some object which is non-existing. Tat prakaram pravakshami. In the similar manner, I'll tell you, Sinushu, listen, O Kunti Nandana, O son of Kunti, that means O Arjuna, I am going to tell you, listen. So this is the 14th verse. 15th verse, Chaitanye Bimale Kusmin Dese Unumatrakam Agyanam Uditang Sattang Chaitanya Spurti Masritam Chaitanye Bimale Purne. Chaitanya is the consciousness. In the consciousness, Chaitanya, Bimale, which is ever stainless. Consciousness is unblemished. Consciousness is always joy. Consciousness is always peace, unending, absolute, stainless. No ignorance can touch that. No pollution can pollute it. So, Bimale Purne, and that consciousness is full, complete. Uh, so that complete, Purne, Kasmin Deso Unumatrakam Agyanam. In some particular part, there as if arises a little imagination of this world, with a little idea of that. Chaitanya Agyanam Uditam Sattam Chaitanya Spurtimattata. In some limited space of this stainless, truth, absolute, conscious existence, there arises a little ignorance in a small degree. And it takes refuge, this creation starts on the reality itself, the ocean, infinite ocean. Not that in all part of the ocean ripples and bubbles are going on. In a particular small area, some ripple, some bubble comes up, and due to ignorance that comes, and taking rest on the Satchidananda level, manifest on the consciousness. That means all this world, this it cannot cover the whole, say, ocean. If you say ocean, there are so many ripples, waves, and foam, and all this in the ocean. The ocean is how big, how much volume, and the ripple wave happens how little part of that. You consider the whole ocean water, no? That is Brahman. We say this world is too much for us. But you consider the whole ocean. Think of the volume of water in the ocean. Just imagine that way. And the waves and ripples which are happening, which we are seeing, we are crying and weeping and rejoicing. What is happening? How little part? Understand this point. This verse is indicating, don't think Brahman is exhausted with this appearance. You cannot imagine how little part of that only is getting in the play of Maya is going on. You go to the down the ocean, as down as you go, perfectly calm, serene, peaceful, no movement, no stream, nothing, no. And what is the content of water under the surface? Miles of water, no? Deep. So Brahman is like that. Just this is the best example for meditation on Brahman and this universe. We are, we say, oh, millions and billions of stars and galaxies. Oh, wow, 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 wow. God is not finished with these millions and billions of stars and galaxies. It is only a little on the surface, blah, 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 like bubble here and some waves and ripples going. See the infinitude of the ocean water. You cannot imagine how big is that, how little is this world of appearance. Even if you accept it, that this Maya is playing the role, don't think that entire Brahman is affected by that. It is happening only on the surface. Brahman never gets affected, but if you see that yes, on the surface, it has become form, a ripple and wave, no? And this one wave is rolling on the other and crashing. Ukraine is being crushed by Russia, putting this way, that way. Huh? You see that huge wave engrossing on over and this and that. But what it matters to the infinite ocean? So that way, see that world is so big for us, but for reality it is nothing. So that's the verse. Chaitanya, in that conscious entity, the ocean remains ocean, which is ever pure, untainted by any pollution. It is complete. And in some portion of it, in little part of somewhere, Unumatrakam dese Ajnana there arises the ignorance. Waves and ripples arises. And that arising Sattang Chaitanya Spurti Matras. So that is how these ripples and waves are jumping, waves on the surface of consciousness. If there is no ocean, can there be any wave? Suppose here is the wave. Wave can come over here. No, there is no. It needs water. Support should be water. You go to a lake, Lake Tahoe or Chicago Lake,
Lake Michigan.
eh?
Lake Michigan.
Lake Michigan. So if you go to Lake Michigan, there is Michigan Lake is there. That's why the ripples are there. So therefore, Satchidananda is there. That's why there is this world is there. World cannot live without Satchidananda. But Satchidananda can live without wave, without world. That's why when you go to Samadhi, Satchidananda alone is there, without the world. It does not need, world is not needed. But world is needed so long you are seeing the wave in a particular room. That's why our concept of creation is so limited. And we feel, my, really, mathematically, when we hear the astronomical figures, astronomical calculations, the number of stars, galaxies, solar systems, and all we hear, we cannot really conceive anything out of that. This is only on the surface of a one small portion of Brahman. And now you think of the whole ocean, whole Pacific Ocean. Just imagine now, whole Pacific Ocean, only surface, a wave and ripple going on. How big is this and how little is this? But it is only even the jumping and dancing going on because the substratum of ocean is there. Satchid Brahma, Satchidananda Sarup Brahman is there, that's why the creation. So, what you see, it is only, even you accept that creation is there, it is only a little portion of it. Yeah, unending portion remains unaffected forever. So, in some limited space of this stainless absolute conscious field, there arises ignorance in a small degree, taking, taking the ground in reality and manifestation of the consciousness. So, this is only manifestation of the ocean water. That's why it is manifestation of the consciousness. Do you get it? This idea? Huh?
Is the rest uh, is Shakti limited by this, or is Maya just a portion
Shakti is what?
of Brahman?
Shakti is there, infinite Shakti is still preserved. There may more may manifest, less manifest. But how much to manifest? That is who will say that. If we are overwhelmed with what has been manifested, that is overwhelming for us. The people cannot. People think I am going to moon. Wow, what a great achievement! We landed. Oh wow, the world everybody rejoices. What is the moon? What is this distance? How big is the moon? And what is that? It is one bubble and another bubble. Little bubble. Ah. So, uh, as you said, Brahman is infinite, his power is also infinite. If you say manifesting power. But it matters little. Ultimately, the scripture says it is only ocean. Think that it is Satchidananda in the form of the wave and not form. Form or formless, movement or non movement. That's why Upanishad say no. Eh? Taddure taduvantike. That Atman is Taddure. Taduvantike, near. Here, distance, closer, is all movement, non movement, static or dynamic. In every case, it is only the reality. And that is, you are seeing water only. There is nothing but water. So yeah, I am seeing all the time Satchidananda, but I never know it. I only see the waves. Only we are stuck with the name and form. So that is the Maya. That is called Maya. We are seeing God but not recognizing. That is the power of ignorance. Power of the magic power of Brahman, if you want to say. These are explanations. You cannot explain what you are saying, that's also wrong. But they are saying that is wrong. Visionary expression. How can you say? How can you say anything there? Where there is but one. Yatra itara itarang pashyati, itara itarang shinati, itara itarang jigrati. When you see, hear, taste, touch, you know that there is Dvaitam, duality. That's alpam, that's limited. That is not Brahman. Nedam jad idam upasate. You is not that, but you worship as God. So you go and take a photograph of a divine image, you can wear. But not the image is not Brahman. Image represents the Brahman. Not jad idam upasate. And you say, this is my upasya. You worship this. You worship something else as indicative of that. Like, you take a picture of your father or your mom, keep it in your pocket. So it is just to see, is it your father? Is it your mother? No, it reminds you of your father. It reminds you of your mother. But this photograph is so tiny, you cannot ignore that it is not your mother. In one sense, it is mother. Other sense, it is not. It is only representing something. So that is the way. The whole world, as we see, indicates it is all Brahman. We see that Brahman. How? Because when you see something, you feel so absorbed, its photograph is mouth. Those who do good meditation, they see the living presence in the photograph. Three-dimensional. When Ramakrishna saw. Ramakrishna used to see the cotton. He used to taste and put it in nostril. And he used to see the cotton is moving. The breath is going on. We will say, what? How can you believe? It is that you take a photo, put in the front of the nostril of your deity, Ramakrishna, Holy Mother, and see what it does not do that. But in the mystic level, it happens. It is divine, it is divine, it is divine. So the main point is that when we do our spiritual practice, we always do symbolic on symbols. But that is not God. But it is, in the absolute sense, it is. There is nothing but one. So this is the again and again to be meditated upon, thought about. Vedanta, what to learn more? See, this is the only word again and again coming. And how many books you read, how many Vedanta books you study, that's why one thing only you would say this way, that way, Guru, that presentation is this way or from that way or that way. Now 16 verse. So did we get it? That it is all Maya, not real, though you see. But how you see it? Ajnanam, by ignorance. Huh? But even if you see, say it is a creation, but that creation is only wave and ripple, and it has happened only one limited part. Attatishtaddhasangulam purusha evedagum sarvam jad bhutam jad bhavyam. Purusha, idam, everything is permeated by that Purusha consciousness. Jad bhutam, what has been created, jad bhavyam, what will be created tomorrow, and jad, what is existing. All are nothing but Brahman. Everything is only on the expression of the one reality. Tadagyanam purinatang sassaiva shakti vedata maya rupa bhavedeka chavidya rupini tara. So 16 verse says, Tad Ajnanam, that Ajnanam, ignorance, Purinatam is transformed. Purinam means transformation. Devi transforms into a child. Child transforms into a adult. Adult transforms into a matured person. And mature person transforms into a old person. Old person transforms into a
Dead body.
dead body. So, in some limited space of this, that thought of Jnanam, that ignorance is Purinatam, is transformed. How? In its own. Every day we are getting transformed. Are you doing anything? What you do? You eat or don't eat? Are you not getting transformed every day? Yes. That is the power of ignorance. Ignorance is such. You need not have to do anything. You eat or don't eat. You drink water or you fast. The transformation is changing. And it is going on automatic. Automatic machine. How it functions. Everything in the world. So, Ajnanam Parinatam Sasya by its own. And Shakti Bhedata by its own splitting power. It has splitting power. One takes the form of cosmic ignorance, Maya, and the other takes the individual ignorance. This Maya, this ignorance, takes two parts. One cosmic and one individual. Individual in dream, cosmic, we are all part of cosmic. In your dream, you create all the people. You create the tiger, elephant, car, road, drinking water, ocean, lake, boat, whatever you can create, your mind creates all this. It is ignorance. It is called ignorance, individual. And the cosmic level is created by the cosmic mind. That's why it automatic change. And this is such a process, it goes on changing. In the dream, you need not have any effort. Now we are making an effort to understand the word, what is meaning, running meaning. We are focusing on this. But what happens when you dream? Do you do any effort? You don't do any effort. Your mind starts doing things. Inspired by whom? Who knows? At least there is no effort, conscious effort. Dream time, we have any conscious effort in dream. Now we have conscious effort to come to the class. Your duty is so much, avoiding that or managing that. So there is so much effort. But in the dream, what effort you do? You are sleeping only, but suddenly dream comes and it functions in its own way and disappears also. But that is the ignorance, individual ignorance. All of us do that. And in the cosmic level, it is God's doing. So it continuously goes on. God is not doing anything. He is not going with a rod in hand, hey, you do that, you do that. God is doing anyone are aware that God is forcing me to, hey, do that. Hey, why don't you do? Like in the office, say, hey, I need this work to be done. You have not finished this work. Do it this by this night we want it should go tomorrow morning, like that. No. God is telling us anything? No. But its own mechanism it is going on. Like the sun. Sun does not do anything but guides everything. She is controlling of everything. It is 8 o'clock. Oh, we have another few minutes only. So you have to finish that reading that time. Oh, this is called my sleep time. Huh? Oh, I am to wake up this time. The sun is doing what? It's calling you, everyone, and goading you for your duties and responsibilities. No, it's self-made mechanism. Sun only comes out and goes, the rotation is going on and self-made. And the whole world is waking up and sleeping and working. Eh? All these things are happening in the presence of the sun. So God is like that. He starts and it goes on automatic. So ignorance, by its own splitting power, it is transformed into two. One takes the form of the cosmic ignorance that is called Maya, and another takes the form of the individual ignorance, Avidya. Now, Maya has three gunas. Maya or ignorance, three gunas. Sattika guna, Rajasa and Tamasa. So Sattva Pradhana Mayayam Chid Abhasu Vivasito Chidadhasat Chidabhasu Isharo Abhut Samayaya. Hey, these are technical things are coming. It is a little difficult, but we should read that. বলছেন Sattva Pradhana Mayayam, in Maya, where the Sattika quality is predominant, Maya has three qualities. Maya may be Sattiko, Maya may be Rajasiko, Maya may be Tamasiko. Predominance, preponderance, which is more. Three gunas will be together. Ramakrishna says three dacoits in the forest. They are all dacoits. What is their work? They steal away all the virtue and possession of spiritual people. A rich person going through the jungle, their only thing to roam. So our spiritual nature, divine nature, the three gunas steals away. Tamasic, when tamasic take action, two other dacoits, they don't do any action. They remain as if innocent. So they have understanding. Hey, when I'll be strong, you don't say anything. I'll be the leader. So Tamaso, first Tamaso caught that man and said to kill him and take away his position. Tamogun is like that. It destroys our all spiritual nature, human nature, and make us all the good thing have totally still away from our own personality. That's why tamasic quality is bad quality. Tamasic time, when we sleep, we are in tamasic time. Because tamasic time, you see, we cannot think anything when you sleep. You are an intelligent man. Someone can come and uh, curse you so much and use so many things. You don't know at all. You are like a log of wood, inert. You don't know anything. Tamasic quality. Uh, and then Rajas quality. What? Arrogance, ego, pride, dominating others. So that is and sattvic nature, softness, sweetness, love, compassion, all this. The three gunas, they are always working, but one gets up, then other two becomes little dormant. So when Tamaso first wanted to kill that guy, then the Rajasa came and said, "Why to kill? Our purpose is money. So see what he has. Take away everything and then bind him here in the tree. So the guy will not be able to go to police. Police means God. Will then inform. So will be caught. No. And then the Sattika person came. Brother, what is the use of putting him into this type of tying in a tree in the deep jungle? What will happen to him? So let us release. So Sattika quality, three dacoits, but one's nature is too rude and unkind, another is little arrogant and that also binding, and Sattika also binding because he only functions within the range of the forest. Huh? So uh, that that is the point. Sattika will be so three guna. But when this here the example is that Sattva Pradhana Maya. When the Maya is endowed with Sattika predominance of Sattika quality. Chidabhasu Vivasito. That is predominant reflection of the consciousness is illumined. So in Maya, where Sattika quality is predominant, there the reflection of consciousness is illumined. There you see more good qualities. A person called Sattika person, all holy people are Sattika. We say we eating food, we say Sattika food. No, we use this term. And a pure food that makes your mind calmer and soothing. And there are food which can make you irritated. No, it can disturb your mental peace, like what you call toxic things, or say drug and drinking, all these things. These are food, but that can too many strong food like garlic and other things that can create one mood, and other food, sattika food, uh, that creates another mood. So this when sattika quality will be predominant, the reflection of the consciousness is illuminated. There we find consciousness is more manifest. Because of the superimposition of the consciousness upon Maya, the reflected consciousness becomes Ishvara. So when it happens, when Brahman is associated with preponderance of predominantly Sattika quality, then it's called Ishvara, the creator God first. Is pure consciousness mixed with the desire to be many. So this is the called Ishvara state. So therefore, 17 verse says, in Maya, where Sattika quality predominates, the reflection of consciousness is illumined. Because of the superior superimposition of consciousness upon Maya, the reflected consciousness becomes Ishvara. So that's the power of Maya. Huh? How it becomes? Its own intrinsic power. How one become many, that is the idea. It is by the Shaktika preponderance of Shaktika quality, then his name becomes Ishvara. And Maya avritya, 18 verse. Maya avritya bhavedisho sarvagga sarvasaktiman ichchadi sarvakurtritam maya avritya tathesaro. So 18 verse says that therefore Maya avritya, when it is covered by Maya, Shaktika quality, bhavedisho, he is called God. And what is quality? Sarvagga. No, God knows everything, omniscient. We are not omniscient. We know little things, so many things we don't know. But God knows everything. So when one meditates on God, he gets the godly characteristic. He becomes Sarvagga when he can lose his own identity. So by the covering power of Maya, it becomes Maya Avritya Bhavedisha. He becomes, his name becomes Isha, Isha. And he is Sarvagga Sarvasaktiman. He knows everything and he is all powerful. God is all powerful, we say, because God has created this universe. Ichchadi Sarvakartitya. He has the desire. Ichcha means desire. Ichcha, etc., etc. All the qualities, এগুলো সর্বকর্তৃত্ব and control. The control of the entire creation. Because Ishvara creates. Ishvara means God. And what we call in Judeo-Christian idea, Ishvara, a God, that is our Ishvara. So the Ishvara, Sarva Kurtittan, Maya, Avritya, Tata Ishvara. It is that when it is covered by Maya, Shaktika quality, then it is called Ishvara. And Ishvara is the Ichcha, desire. We desire means Upanishad said, I am alone, I will be many, this Ichcha. And that created the whole universe. Ichcha the Kriya. Tato, from there, then Ishvara, Brahma has no desire, no? That we know. Brahman has any desire? Huh? Tell me. Yes, no. Brahman has any desire? Aye, that's the Ishvara has the desire.
No, Brahman has said is that I'm one, I want to become many.
সেইখানে ঈশ্বর ব্রহ্মণ আর বলবে কি করে That's the point. Brahman cannot say anything, cannot express anything, have no desire. But ওই যে it is a potentially there, and then when as soon as potentially that idea comes, I will be many, ichcha, then it becomes Ishvara. The same Brahman, potentially it is there somewhere. You are sitting here and you say, oh, I'll have to. When you are saying that, that Shakti is getting manifested. Otherwise, it is hidden. A musician just sitting with us, and suddenly he start singing a song. The potential is there, and then we call singer. We don't call another name then. When one is singing a music, we call it singer. So, Ishvara, he then becomes Sankalpavan. He becomes, I'll do this, I'll do that, I'll create this world and this and that. He created 4 Rishi Kumaras and all this, all the descriptions we find, he created. So it is then he is Ishvara, he is doing that. Sarva Kurtitya is the controller and manager of everything.
And at that point, he has the 3 qualities, he has attributes.
Eh?
At that point, he has attributes.
That they have taken the attribute, 3 gunas already functioning. So, and Sattvika quality is making him Ishvara. So, therefore, Sankalpavan, he may become the decision making, covering the power of Maya. God becomes all knowing and all powerful. That's the position of being the performer of everything, starting from desire, etc., comes upon God by Maya's covering power. So, Maya, as soon as it comes as if this hidden power, Maya has power. One is hiding power, another is manifesting power. Avarana and Vikshepa. First of all, Maya, what it does not allow us to see what is the reality. And then it projects what it is not. We give the example of the movie hall. When you go to the movie hall, you see everything is there. What first they do to project a movie? First they make the hall dark. The darkness means what? You can't see the distinction. So Maya has two power. First power, cover in darkness. What is there you do not know. And then movie. See in the screen, projection is going on. And that becomes reality. But there is nothing happening. All this fighting, killing, this, that, or dance and singing and eating, nothing is happening. But you see that because projection, first covering and then second projection. So it is called Avarana and Vikshepa. There are two powers of Maya. One is covering aspect, it covers our knowledge, and then it projects this world as true. This is the Ishvara's power. Okay, is there any question? We end here. Eh? I am reading again the two verses together. By the covering power of Maya, God becomes all knowing and all powerful. That's why He is powerful, all powerful. That's why He creates. He creates as He wishes. All powerful, all knowing. Thus, the position of being the performer of everything, He becomes the knower of everything, doer of everything. We say, no, oh mother, I do not do anything, I am the machine, you are the machinist. Here is the Ishvara. Ishvara does everything. We say God does everything. Ramakrishna said, the leaf does not move without God's will, no? So Ishvara becomes then all knowing, all performer. Everything He does. Thus, the position of being the performer of everything, starting from desire, etc., comes upon God. How it comes? By the covering aspect, Maya's covering aspect. Thereafter, from God, the decision maker, there spontaneously arises by his own will a mental modification of the form of resolution. I am the only one and shall become many. He becomes the idea. So all comes in the Maya's play. How the Maya plays, this is a description. Try to understand that. How God works, how we call this world is functioning. Brahman does not do anything. But Brahman mixed with Maya. Where is Maya? Maya is the power inherent in Brahman. So the Maya, what it does, it has two capacity. One, it will, first of all, it will cover. It is only Satchidananda is there, it covers. I don't see Satchidananda anywhere. That's one aspect of Maya. Second aspect of Maya, it projects, creates new things. So Ishvara, he becomes Ishvara. He becomes all-knowing by Maya and all acting. Everything is action going on. It is his power. So two ways Maya functions, is covering aspect and revealing aspect. So this is the way it is eternal play of this world is going on and God is playing with us in this way. So to understand this much is very important today. That Maya, with Maya's power only Maya's power, this universe has come. How? It has covering power and veiling power and another projecting power. First it has one to camouflage everything and then it creates new creation. And there is infinite number of, Swamiji said, When mind goes into samadhi, comes down of the samadhi, then he says, Kotoi Nam, how many names, how many forms, infinite number of desire coming in that mind, and all this creation is manifesting in its own. Have any question?
Yeah, yeah, I wish.
Om Shanti 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 Hari Om Tat Sat Sri Ram Krishnarpanam Astu. Tomorrow is gospel class. Okay, tomorrow gospel class. So Sarvadevananda will give the gospel class. Now, question again: in the absolute sense, are the three gunas also false? Yes. In the absolute sense, only one thing is there. Absolute sense, there is nothing happening. You go to the movie hall, nothing happening. In absolute sense. But in relative sense, you cry, that happens. You become fearful, your heart pounds, you become joyful, you can fun, you have some good fun, you can have a horror movie, Baba. If you like horror, then you will enjoy. And if you don't like and you see horror, your heart will be pounding. So there is actually nothing happening, but all happening. So that's why, in the absolute sense, three gunas are also non existing. God knows the creation. Just like we know our dreams, God knows the creation. Yes, God knows, He is all knowing. Now I told. This verse says, God is who? He is all knowing. And He is the only doer. He desires only. Ramakrishna says, leaf does not move without God's will. So He is the knower, He is the doer. He knows. That's why Sarvagga is a term given to God.
But it is the same we are watching in our dream, because in dream, whatever person or animals or whatever we see, we don't have always control over them.
You have your control, you do not know, you are the controller. Your mind is giving that. Consciously you are not doing, but unconsciously mind is producing something, and you are seeing that. In the movie, you do not know what is coming, but who is projecting, he knows this is coming, after that that will come, after that that will come. So the knower knows this, God knows what is the entire plan. But in our dream, because we are ignorant, we do not know, but unconsciously it is happening. But there is something, if it is unconscious, there is a rhythm in it. Just like we are in God's dream, God is in our dream. Just like we are in the God's dream, God is in our dream. God is in our dream. I think that is a technical term. We'll have to think about that. As we are in God's dream, true, we are in the God's dream. It's God's mind projected so many ways. But you see, God is in our dream. God is in our
No,
dream. No.
গঙ্গার ঢেউয়ে গঙ্গা হয় না।
God is in our dream. That's true. The river, the waves belong to the
Ocean.
ocean. Ocean does not belong to the wave. Wave is only little tiny manifestation of the ocean. Does not depend on one wave is there or not. But every wave depends on the ocean. Okay? Any question? Bolo.
Superimposition, power,
Okay.
the power of superimposition that Maya has, that
Power.
of name and form, or merely of the potentiality?
Superimposition. You know imposition? Impose. Impose. Super. On what? Something is there. Impose. That means it is Brahman is there. You impose the concept. Tiger, man, woman, ocean, storm. So everything is superimposition. But there is nothing. It is imposed only. That's the Maya's power, power of Maya. And that is the power we also create every day. Our mind projects, no? Suppose in one place 5 people are there. Eh? Something is happening. Out of the 5, someone is totally indifferent. Someone gets very involved. That is the whose superimposition we are projecting our mind there. My mind is projected one way, your mind is projected there, you see another way. It depends on your mind mental condition. Why do we see so differently in one same incident, same food, we taste differently? Why? According to our temperament. But ultimately, truth is one. That's why mind, you take out the mind from all, the truth is truth. If my mind does not create anything, your mind does not create anything, and your mind also not, that truth will be truth. All problem is due to mind. That's why Chitta Suddhi, they call purify the mind, purify the mind, purify the mind. And mind is Maya. Swami Vivekananda has described. What is Maya? Swami Vivekananda definition. Your mind is Maya. Actually, mind is creating so many things, no? Real, unreal, and mostly unreal. Even in material world, unreal things mind creates. And it creates its own trouble. Mind gets affected, I'm depressed and this and that. Why? Mind thinks this way and gets into that trap. But mind can think the other way and come out of this. Okay. Jai Thakur. Om Shanti, Shanti, Shanti.